It's a wonderful work by Raj Mohan, proven to be a pivotal man in the Sri Lankan lineup. Beautiful pictures brought to you by our production crew. Gloomy conditions out here. There is no sun, and it's actually a good condition to play football, if not for the wet outfield. But looks like the players are not having any serious concerns, as you were saying earlier. Ground looks in superlative condition for some fast open skills out in the second leg of the AFC FIFA 2026 Asian qualifier.
In the press conference yesterday, Moad, the Sri Lankan captain was asked whether you will be settling with a draw or you are going for the win. Charita Ratnayaka straight away said they are going for the win. It's a good spirit, Moad.
Yes, why not, Akhil? You always play for the win in these crucial conditions. Cannot be satisfied with a draw at a crucial moment like this, as coming down as underdogs after 3-0 defeat, but playing with a strong gutsy performance, and Sri Lanka getting the praise of the players after a long time. There were some instances where the Sri Lankan players were accused of playing in a bit of a negative mode, but last week in Abha, Saudi Arabia, Lankans were praised for their positive attacking mode of football back in action. Great signs, and Coach Morrison yesterday said at the press briefing to give them some time to become, and he's hoping and he's assured that within a matter of few years, with the new setup in place, getting the exposure of Sri Lankan origin overseas players, that Sri Lanka can become the most powerful nation in the region. We were parallel to India back in the days, like we were telling, during Amanullah's time, where we won these half championships as well. So when slipping away from Sri Lanka, and everyone is hoping to come back to that golden age of football here in the island nation. As Sujan goes in for a deep kick.
Sujan, hailing from Kalutara, he represented the Holy Cross College. Kalutara in his school days was a prime goalkeeper from that era as well, Moad.
Sakil, the Holy Cross College, Kalutara, a good footballing powerhouse in the region. Now many schools have taken up surrounding Karutara, Berula and other areas, whereas once Holy Cross was known to be a huge force to be reckoned with in the school's footballing arena.
Sri Lanka on the attack. An opportunity for Sri Lanka. Kavindu Ishan with the ball. Unfortunately, ball goes out of play. Good intent from Kavindu. Has always been a live wire. Whenever Sri Lanka plays.
And also Sri Lanka is now slowly and steadily playing in the opponent's half, whereas the first 10 minutes it was Yemen all the way, controlling and having possession throughout the first 10 minutes, but Sri Lanka now playing a bit of an attacking aggressive game. They know they can't let this game slip away. If they concede another goal, it will be the nail in the coffin for the Lankans.
Momentum plays a huge part in any sport, Moad.
Of course, if you let that early initial stages get out of your grasp, it's troubled times ahead for you. As Raj Mohan has been a live wire, like you said, even Kavindu. Raj Mohan has been putting a lot of effort in the back. Let's see how this free kick will pan out for the Lankans here.
Sushan coming all the way to the halfway mark to take the kick there.
Interesting moves by the experienced Sri Lankan outfit. Near far screens on your left, the huge white building is the football house, the home of Sri Lanka football. As the referee says, play on. No infringement to his eyes. So Yemen now with ball in possession. Abdullah Hakim Sadi, the Yemeni goalkeeper, having a bit of a tough time in the middle stages of the game.
26 minutes of play, Moad. Sri Lanka has showcased some attacking football. Still, the results haven't come their way. It's important that they keep the momentum going and keep on playing attacking football, that the numbers will come their way.
Sakil having conceded 3-0 up there in Saudi Arabia against Yemen in the first leg. Sri Lanka should and definitely come back stronger to equalize and go forward in this game and give their home fans who have turned up in numbers even during a working day, not even at odd times. Sri Lanka being supported by their friends, family and ardent loyal football fans of this island nation. It's wonderful to see crowds turning up. I think Akhil, the crowds were silenced in the first 5 minutes. Sri Lanka was not expecting that, and this is Wasim Razik, Sri Lanka's playmaker, a talisman in his day. Fighting hard, but end of the day, is finally going down for that tough, rock-solid defense, Sri Lanka, but in the game.
Talking about Wasim Moad, he was the craftsman of one of the iconic comebacks in football history, where Sri Lanka were 4-0 down in a game versus Maldives, and at the end of full time, Sri Lanka, the score was 4-all.
Sakil, memorable, unforgettable days. I think this was in 2021.
21, yeah.
Where, my God, the fans were filling out even all parts of the Race Course Stadium, those parts where you can see next to the AstroTurf, the hockey turf, and all the areas surrounding every stand was filled with Sri Lankans, and also many Maldivian supporters who are living here and who came down to their neighboring country and Sri Lanka support Maldives, of course, having a superb fan base, Akhil, in terms of football.
Yeah, even for the Maldives games versus Seychelles and Bangladesh, they were filled with support. A very colorful crowd, more, I would say.
Colorful, very vocal, very vociferous. You cannot argue with their sports fans. It's wonderful. I mean, it's in a good way. The Maldives fans are always very vocal and behind their team with all their drums and the big loud noises. They are very superb outing. And we hope Maldives fans are watching right now. A big shout out to you as well, who have been a live wire in the region, the South Asian football region.
Talking about Wasim Moad, he ended that year being the highest goal scorer of the South Asian region, which is a tremendous achievement for Sri Lanka football.
Yes, even at dire conditions, Wasim was the man who played a brilliant comeback effort to rally around the Sri Lankan unit as one team, and he was also facing many hardships in controlling and keeping the team intact at troubled times, especially during when the country was facing a severe economic and COVID-19 crisis. He helped out many players out there playing in Germany and coming back to his motherland to play and represent and don the Lion jersey.
free kick for Yemen. It's one of the most favorable positions. What?
Yes, Akhil. This might just test the Sri Lankan wall of defense and experienced goalkeeper Sujan as well. Earlier you saw tensed and silent Sri Lankan crowds who were shell-shocked after that early goal. Let's see how Yemen will pan this out. The header just short left to the net, and Sri Lanka saved again. They should fight back. They should equalize in order to salvage some pride in this game.
There you go. You see many former national players as well in the crowd, which is very good to see, supporting their teammates.
Sakil, it's also another great effort. They should and they must come back and give out a bit of motivation. It's always nice to see the good old senior lads coming in, putting out a small word, even at school level, as you might definitely know, that when a senior brother from your good old school comes back and gives out a bit of a pat on your back and a bit of a motivation just before a game, talk about their good old days, might give just a good boost, a good morale booster for the young lads as Yemen fights to come back and secures ball in possession. This is a brilliant attacking move by the Yemenis. That Al-Thairi into the box. Sujan Pereira comes to save Sri Lanka.
A quote you would listen very often in Sri Lanka football for the last few years. Sujan comes to save Sri Lanka.
Sakil, I remember again one of your good old recollections where when in the 2021 Bangladesh match in the Four Nations Cup, I forgot his name, Puslas, right?
Jackson
Jackson
Puslas. Remembering Jackson Puslas, who are not among us.
Of course, rest in peace, Jackson, a great player. A young soul gone too soon as Sri Lanka into the box.
Oh.
Goodness me. That was just right to the net within a matter of centimeters for Sri Lanka. Just missed it.
Asikur Rahman, who comes back to the side with the kick there. A very, very close opportunity there, Moad. Good effort by Asikur, I would say.
As you can see, beautiful pictures brought by our production crew. Just probably the golden most best opportunity right here in this game after half an hour gone into the first half. I was telling about how Sujan came into limelight again in 2021, Akhil, when Jackson Puslas deliberately put the hand in front of the goal. If you can recall that story.
That was unforgettable. Let's not say it's deliberately, Moad. Still, there was a penalty there, and Sujan Pereira saved an iconic penalty there and saved Sri Lanka from a defeat. And Sri Lanka indeed got a penalty at the end of the dying minutes of that game and secured the position in the finals, and where the whole country celebrated entering into a final after so long. You must say the whole race course was under celebration for at least 1 hour after the game.
Sakil, wonderful sights that was in 2021, and it was I think Jackson and the whole Sri Lankan unit had tremendous amount of trust in him, trust in Sujan to save that penalty, and Sujan rose to the occasion and saved the day for Sri Lanka. Sri Lankan contingent looks a bit dull. They know they have to come back if they are to go into the next round.
Mohammad Akib didn't start in the last game. We're playing forwards today.
Sri Lanka yet again after so much of dominance, missing again on that position. Chaitra Ratnayaka, the skipper, was a bit unfortunate out there.
Yemenis have all the rights to defend right now, Muad, securing a 4 lead. So they are more on defensive. Still, they have all the rights to do it.
Sakil, I think they just put the icing on the top right at the 5th minute
Dekat
and
rumah
went
Atif ada
into that
tu,
4-0
ikan
aggregate
masin.
lead as
Tengok.
Sri Lanka fighting for survival, fighting for pride as Rifkan goes for the throw-in, a long throw-in right into the box. It was a magical moment. The crowds were just screaming and on their feet. Again, Sri Lanka, one of the best throws in by Rifkan. Not the most expected, right into the box. But again, Yemen running away with that luck.
A lot of ahs and oohs in the crowd, Muad. That was very, very close. Unfortunately, numbers not coming our way so far in both first and second legs of the Asian qualifiers.
Sakil as Abdul Wasi Matari, the captain for Yemen, seemed to be in a bit of a rush, and that was the miss. Brilliant opportunity. Again, gone begging for the Lankans as replacement for the day. The first replacement is coming in for Sri Lanka. Mohammad Fazal, experienced campaigner, is set to come in for Sri Lanka. Fazal, hailing from Colombo, a great lad who has been in the forefront for Sri Lanka as Anthony, Bharat Anthony, one of the Anthony brothers, is coming out as Fazal goes in with a roaring cheer.
Fazal, I would say one of the veterans of Sri Lankan side, who is representing Sri Lanka team for more than 10 years now, Muad, and hailing from my own school, Zaira College.
Of course, footballing powerhouse Zaira, producing some exceptional, brilliant talent for the Sri Lankan outfit, as well as producing some brilliant coaches, known as the kings of football, playing the game for over a century as Sri Lanka now a must-scoring opportunity. Fazal with some brilliant of his dashing, a bit of flair coming in from the veteran lad.
Sri Lanka with possession. Rajmohan with the ball. Another misdirected pass, I would say. Muad. Yemen on the charge.
Ku tak menyangka di bawah
Skipper Ratnayaka coming in from the defense for Sri Lanka, and earlier now that was I think Ishan Kavindu secured the ball for Sri Lanka, but again the gifting away of possession has been coming to bite back the Lankans as Altairi goes in from the left flank.
Yemen with the opportunity. Defended there by Sri Lankans. Yemen holding on for positions.
Aku tertipu kediamanmu yang ku anggap semuanya baik-baik saja. Ku tak
Some good defensive skills there by the Sri Lankans.
tapi takkan cintaku hanya kepadamu. Ku tak menyangka menciptakan
Beli coklat ni sih. Panjang batang.
ya.
Bukan coklat biskut. Ni coklat. Celuk. Celuk kan tak bahagian anak nak bagi patak cawang. Bahagian mok penuh dengan coklat. Beli coklat tu kau ada mana biskut kau pendek. Beli pula panek tu kan. Celuk bagus. Atau tak dapat peti sama biskut raya. Tak dapat peti.
Jauh perjalanan tapi karena ada masalah yang mungkin pastinya ada jiwa yang mungkin pastinya siapa menyapa bagai pelita jika derita melawan kasih sesungguhnya berkasihlah di antara manusia tidak ada bagian janjinya
Style dia.
Oh, pukul nasi.
Apa? Dah gelap ya. Tadi jumpa dengan kawan Adik. Apa nama dia? Dengan
Adik.
Adik.
Nak jumpa. Nak fikir. Adik.
Saya tutup yang saya diri.
Adik pakai baju juga.
Dia tengah live.
Dia tengok live ke? Dia tengok set?
Dia tengah live.
Dia tengok live? Sorry, mana tahu. Tak tahu mana. Sorry. Dia tak jaga kat saya. Dia tinggal satu je. Maaf ni. Saya tak tahu.
Sebab tu dia tinggal.
Maaf tak sayang.
Tak.
Maharaja Dendua, Madraja Denda.
මලිලැටිගේ යන්නේ එසේ මෙසේ පොරක් එහෙම නෙවේ මං හංගන් ඉන්නේ පඩවිජු අච්චේ ඒක දැනගන්නින් පුතේ
Welcome to Alone Country. සෑම සෙනසුරාදාම රෑ 9:30ට. තා ජනප්‍රිය චිත්‍රපටයක් තමයි දිල්වාලේ චිත්‍රපටය කියන්නේ. එම ගීතේ රූගත කිරීම කරලා තියෙන්නේ අයිස්ලන්තයේ.
Happy weekend everyone!
අපි ඔයගොල්ලෝ එක්ක කතා කරන්න යන්නේ මේ මූවි එකේ තියෙන ත්‍රාසජනකම දර්ශනයක් මොන විදිහටද මේගොල්ලන් පටිගත කරේ කියලා.
ඔය ප්ලෑන් කරලා නැත්නම් ආගේ weekend එක අපිත් එක්ක ප්ලෑන් කරන්න ඕන. ඔයාට අද ඉඳන් chance එක තියෙනවා. අපේ road to weekend program එක බැලුවොත් ඔයාට පුළුවන්. ඔයා ආස කරන remake බලන්න. ඔයා ආදරය කරන ඔයාගේ close මායගේ special days වලට wish කරන්න මුළු ලංකාවටම ඇහෙන්න ඕන. ඔයාට chance එක තියෙනවා. දැන් ඔයාලගේ තියෙන talents වලට technology use කරලා දේවල් කළොත් ඔන්න අපේ ඉඩක් තියෙනවා. මං එනවා හැම සෙනසුරාදාම උදේ 10ට ඔයාගේ ගෙදරට.